Hello everyone. If you see my piggy, my reading pup, then you know it. I don't even need to say it, right? Line for fixing up a bit. Well, you only know it if you watched my past videos. So if you didn't watch them right now. At least the reading videos, or else you have. Oh, I just gave it away. Oopsies. Okay, anyway, he's fixed up. Good, buddy. Let's read. This one, I have silkworms. Right? And I'm going to read it. Yay! P will look at it too. Hey, piggy. Wow. There's actually more. Yes, there's actually more. Like there's 2 more. You can always get them if you want. You just search up silkworms on some sort of library or you just find them. But yeah, this one is the shortest. I'm not gonna have a 40-minute long video. So, life cycle is kind of obvious. Adult lays the egg, egg turns to larva, larva turns to pupa, pupa turns to adult. It's easy. So, okay. Silkworm is a common name for several kinds of moths. Farmers collect the valuable silk these insects spin. People make expensive clothes from silk. And the sad part is that they just put them in boiling water. Silkworms live mainly in Asia, but some silkworms live in the wild. But most silkworms are domesticated. People raise them on farms. Silkworm moths share some features with all insects. The silkworm moth has 3 main body parts. They are the head, thorax, and abdomen. Silkworm moths smell. Silkworm moths smell with antennas attached to the head. Kind of like a snake, they smell with their tongue, but with silkworms, they go with their antenna. Like, see, the antenna, like the antenna here and the antenna here, they smell with it. It's kind of weird, but if you think about snakes, then you'd say snakes are weird. But are they? I don't think so. So, yeah. You could always pause the video if you want to see that again. Or rewind. Silkworm moths, wings are attached to the thorax. The stomach is in the abdomen. Also, the wings don't really make them fly. You should already know that, but they are just to attract females with that smell. And then some dust goes out. The life cycle begins. Oh my god, that's smaller than I thought. Oh, do you want to see it? Oh my god, that's so small. You see the eggs? It's basically just this, but bigger. Alright? Those are just sample eggs. The life cycle begins. A life of a silkworm begins in an egg. Kind of obvious, but a female silkworm moth lays 300 to 400 yellow eggs at one time. Mind blown. A special body part in her abdomen releases the eggs. Yay. In the wild, silkworm moths lay eggs mainly on mulberry leaves. The moth releases a sticky liquid that fastens the eggs to plant surfaces. This keeps the eggs from falling or being eaten easily by predators. Yes, not all eggs hatch. Eggs that will hatch turn black within 3 days. It's kind of like those eggs. kind of like these eggs. They didn't really hatch, so I kind of like a sample, but yeah. Silkworms in the black eggs develop from 7 to 20 days. They may develop more quickly in warm conditions. Over time, the egg centers become clear. Eggs are ready to hatch when black rings appear in the center. The black rings are larvae. So this is kind of weird, but see, do you see the black ring? Like this one has a black ring. See the black ring? That's the silkworm. It's ready to go. Or it's ready to hatch, in other words. Second life stage, silkworm begins. Larvas. Ooh. Nice. Larvas. People named the silkworm for the way it looks in the larval stage. Newly hatched larvas look like thin worms. Larvas must eat within 24 hours after they hatch. Newly hatched larvas are a week after they break out of their eggs. They do not have much energy to move around to find food. Silkworm larvae begin eating mulberry leaves right after they hatch. They first eat the leaf on which they hatch. Larvae continue to eat and grow. Farmers feed mulberry leaves to domesticated silkworms. Larvae have hard outer coverings called exoskeletons. It's basically like a crab. A crab has that shell thingy. Like when you do a hammer, it kind of just breaks and saves the crab's life, kind of. Or it just gets no shell. But that's just to help protect the worm, or crab, or lobster, or shrimp. Now, exoskeletons protect larvae. Birds and other predators cannot easily break through the exoskeleton. Yay. These larvae are eating mulberry leaves. Larvae are in the eating and growing stage of the life cycle. The larva in the circle is older than the other larvae. It has grown larger. Yay. Well, really? Okay. Kind of yucky part. Molting. Silkworm larvae must shed their exoskeletons to grow. This process is called molting. Kind of like getting rid of their skin. But snakes do that too, when they start molting. But they do it differently. Snakes just, they go through a rock like this and start slithering and letting the rock drag away the old skin, I believe. I think, usually. Larvae must molt 4 times before entering the next life stage. A silkworm larva stops eating when it's ready to molt. Then it raises its head and keeps still. The larva stays this way for about 1 day. The larva produces a liquid to loosen its exoskeleton. The larva, no wait, you know what? I'm just gonna change it to it crawls out of its old covering. The new covering is softer and larger. It begins to eat again. It will grow into its new covering. It is ready to molt again when the covering becomes tight and hard. It's not really what the book says, and here's a picture also. But it's not really what the book says, but it's just the larva, kind of like grammar issues. But yeah, so yeah. 4. Scientists call the stage between each molt an instar. Silkworms has 5 instars. Larvae have different coloring during each instar. Silkworms reach the final instar in about 2 weeks. Okay, now, see, this is a cool picture. Oof. The fifth instar, silkworm larvae. It's making its cocoon. They eat and grow. Silkworm larvae spend about 8 days in the fifth instar. They eat and grow the most during this time. Larvae need food to use as energy during their next life stage. After the fifth instar, silkworms will weigh 10,000 times more when they first hatch. Silk glands make up 1/4 of the larva's weight. Each body parts release liquid that hardens into strings of silk. Before moving on to the next life stage, the larva stops eating, hangs upside down, and uses its silk to make a cocoon. Larva spins silk string around itself to make its cocoon. Just like this. That's a cocoon. It's a cocoon. And that's silk. It may take this silkworm up to 1 month to finish its cocoon. One silk thread may be 1/2 mile. Oh my God, 1/2 mile long. Oh, whoa. Okay, so I'll explain it. A silkworm, right? Its cocoon, all of its silk in the cocoon, if you stretch it out, can be 1/2 mile long. Mind blow. Wow. Pupas. The picture. Larvae become pupas when they are inside cocoons. Larvae molt one final time before entering this third life stage. Pupas have hard brown shells. The shells protect pupas as they change and grow. Pupas become moths inside these shells. Pupas do not move. They use all their energy to change and grow. Scaly wings form. Long jointed legs grow. Antennae and large eyes form. Mouth parts also change. Silkworms stay in the pupal stage for about 3 weeks. The adult moths then are ready to break out of their shells. The pupa is inside its cocoon. Beside the pupa is the exoskeleton. Exoskeleton it shed during its last molt. Here, see what's this creepy thing over here? It's the old skin. Piggy, see? Yay. Piggy says yay. Adult silkworm moths. A pupa's brown shell splits open when the silkworm moth is fully grown. Oof. The silkworm then begins its fourth and final life stage. The adult pushes its way out of the pupal shell, but it still has to free itself from the silk cocoon. Oof. Silk is very strong. The adult releases special liquid to dissolve the silk. Oh, yeah. Silkworm moths have heavy bodies, short wings. They cannot fly. Male moths are smaller than female moths. An adult silkworm's only purpose is to mate to continue the life cycle. The adult does not even eat or drink. Females release a special scent to help males find them. Male and female mate for 1 day. The male then finds another female to mate with. Females lay eggs. Adult silkworm moths die within 5 days. Life cycle will begin again with the eggs. Pupa and silkworms. Farmers have bred silkworms for thousands of years. They have allowed only silkworms with certain features to mate. The silkworms once had long wings and were able to fly. Today, farmers allow only silkworms with short wings to mate. The silkworms that do not fly are easier to raise. Silkworms once made yellow silk. Today, farmers breed silkworms that make white silk. White silk can be dyed different colors. To make silk, workers boil the cocoons when silkworms are at the pupal stage. This process kills the pupas before they become adults. Otherwise, the adults would break through the cocoons and damage the silk threads. Workers unwind the silk from the cocoons. Farmers sell the silk threads. People make scarves, ties, and other clothing from silk. Oof. Okay. Workers sort cocoons. Next, they will unwind silk from the cocoons. See, they look something like this. That. See, yeah. This is the page I didn't show. I believe. What? This page is also on. Oh. Okay. Hands on. You can also play a cocoon game. Adult silkworms work very hard to break out of their strong cocoons. You can play this game to see how strong cocoons are. What you need: string, a frame. Make a fist with your hand. Have your friend wrap a string around your fist. Do not wrap the string too tightly. Your fist should be completely wrapped with a string. Wrap the string completely around your friend's fist. You have made cocoons like silkworms, larvae do. You and your friend should put your free hand behind your back. Like, see, this is put it behind. Sorry, it got a little darker. Move the fingers of your cocoon hand. Like, use your fingers to break out the cocoon. It's going to be hard. First person to break out the cocoon wins. That is it. Yeah, that's it. These are just blank pages. And the cover. Yay. Goodbye.